Morning. 2nd of August. Got a fleece on, so summer's not exactly brilliant this year. It's a bit of a monsoon, but there you go. Just taking a walk in Grantham, and this is one of my favourite walks. This is along the River Witham, through Grantham, from one side out to the other. It's, I don't know, 2.5 miles, something like that. It's absolutely brilliant. It's one of my wet weather walks because you're under the trees a lot, you're in the town a lot, you know, you can dodge out to the town if you want to. I sometimes come with Lils and we sneak to the pub on the way back and that type thing, so it's really nice. Grantham's not a bad town itself, and then this is the River Witham on the side here. I'll show you some, you'll get some pictures of the River Witham. River Witham's 86 miles long. It has about 1 mile of it in Leicestershire, and then the rest of it goes in a big arc round Lincolnshire, and it goes, it rises about 10 miles south of here and then goes almost along the A1, curves around a little bit up to Grantham here, and then up through Belton, up to Lincoln, does an arc round and then goes into the sea near the Wash. Yeah, it's quite small here, but you know, down by us you'll have seen other videos of me swimming in it down in Dry Doddington, and I'll show you some pictures of it now. Right where we are here is in Queen Elizabeth Park. This car park here is free. There's loads of car parks to get onto this. This car park's free. This is where the huge COVID testing centre was during the pandemic. And then 2 or 3 different places you cross over the road. So we're in Queen Elizabeth Park now. I parked at Manthorpe for free, lots of free parking. I'm going to cross over the main road here now, and then go into Wyndham Park, and then keep going right up the river and come out in Dysart Park. Right, it's just across the road. We're now in Wyndham Park. You can see it's quite nice. It's got a little, it's got a model boating lake on here, tennis courts, and it's quite popular on a Sunday with people coming here, having a picnic, walk around, etc. And then they've even got a little decking just down here, I'll show you now, and on a shallow patch of the river where, you know, the kids can play and all that, which is good. There we go, look at that. It's one of the bridges. And then just in the background there you'll see, and I'll come down here because this does dominate the town a little bit, you'll see the church spire just in the background there as St Wolfran's Church. That's one of the oldest buildings in the town. Got a bit of a muddy patch to walk through here. Right, but while we're walking along by the river here, I'll tell you what I know about Grantham. So it's not a bad town. It's the centre of it's all right. It's got a main street, lots of you know, shops on it. but there's quite a few boarded up ones, quite a few charity shops, very indicative of all towns around Britain, really, to be quite honest with you. I'm just dodging the puddles here. It's got a couple of big supermarkets, Asda and Morrison's. It's got lots of ancient, well, it's got some old buildings, some going back, I think, to the 13th century, it said, and it was mentioned in the Domesday Book. It says on Wikipedia, in the Domesday Book, it had 183 homesteads. So there you go. Yeah, and a couple of famous people born here. Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton was born here, and about 4 or 5 miles from here, I think it's Harlexton, is the famous 400-year-old tree where the apple is allegedly to have fell on his head. I doubt it is, but and also, of course, Margaret Thatcher was born here, and there's a statue to her in the middle of the high street, as indeed there is one to I think Sir John Tollemache or something like that as well. The Margaret Thatcher statue, when it first was put there, it got bombarded a few times by eggs. There was even a guy who'd set up underneath it selling eggs for a period of time, but you know, it was all a bit of a publicity stunt. I don't think anything's happened to it for 6 months now. Yeah, and this is just a beautiful, I call it a wet weather walk, because me and Lils do it in the rain, because it doesn't matter in the rain, you feel quite sheltered underneath the trees and everything. So come along and walk with us, it's beautiful. Well, we do it, oh, I meant to say, we do it as an out and back as well. If you go circular, you've got to walk through the town and there's too much traffic and that, so just do it straight out, straight back, it's beautiful. Okay, well, we're at the A52 road bridge now. This is where the A52 comes out of Grantham, goes up towards Boston. You can see it's a busy road, and this is just about the 2 mile point, so if you want to, you can turn around and go straight back down, and it's nice and peaceful along the river. Or, you know, what we quite often do is we tag on an extra ½ mile and we just go and have a walk around Dysart Park. We'll do that now anyway, so you can see it. 1 lap round there, past the bandstand, and then that makes the whole thing like 5 miles in total. If you are going to do this extra little lap around Dysart Park, the trick is just to keep going left. So when you come into the park, it's quite nice, you know, it's got a bit of a bandstand in the middle. There's also some public toilets there, and I know the door's shut now, but they do actually work, and they're not too bad either, to be honest with you. I'm going to have a quick look at the bandstand, but normally when you come in, the trick is to go left and then just keep going all the way around the outside, and then you come back round in a big circle from that direction there. But you know, if you're going to walk around the park, who can resist having a quick look at the bandstand? There you go. It's not very big, you can see the total perimeter of it all the way around the outside there. But there you go, who can resist the bandstand, eh? So that other bit is exactly 2 miles, and then this bit adds an extra ½ mile on. So if you want to make it a 5 mile circular walk, do 1 lap around the park. How about that?